Okay, since I'm fucking bored, we're gonna do live commentary. This race is gonna take about freaking half an hour. So yeah. You guys want to talk about something, just I don't know, write something in the comments. We can do live Q&As like all the pros. So let's I'm just gonna talk about this game. We're doing a hypercar race, like the longest race that exists, but the payout is massive because I'm trying to get the Pagani Huayra just for the lows, not because it's a good car. I already have the Koenigsegg for top speed, but I just want it. Looks cool and could maybe handle well, because Agera RS handles like literally a brick. That's why I'm using a McLaren here. It's better for handling. So yeah, we're barely on 31%, 11 minutes in. I'm gonna be doing this for like 20 more minutes or so. Then we'll buy the Pagani and I don't know, we'll do some drift events and stuff. Again, you guys are welcome to write suggestions or something in the comments. It's not particularly interesting since I'm, you know, good at this game. Been playing it for like, what's it now, 2 months? Maybe less, more, I don't fucking know. I'll give you the stats later if you want. Basically, if anyone wants to buy it, it's like, I don't know, Need for Speed on steroids. The game's kind of a jack of all trades. It's okay at pretty much everything, but not particularly amazing in anything. You got what? 40 disciplines across like 4 families or so. You got street racing, you have drag racing within the street racing family, you have drifting and, like I'm doing now, hypercarring. Then the off-road family, you got like rallycross, which is like European rally style. You got rally raid, which is, you know, those raid trucks, like find your path through the woods and bush and dirt and shit. Then you got motocross, which is meh. Not the best, but again, it's probably one of the weakest parts of the game, motocross, because the bikes and the physics are a bit rubber bandy and I don't know. It's arcadey, I would say. I think that street racing is like where this game really excels in its performance, and the graphics, of course. I mean, it's no Forza, but we can't get Forza here on PS4, so I had to settle for this one. I gotta say, I like the other vehicles, like in the off-road. We got, like I said, rallycross, rally raid, then hovercraft. They have some interesting physics. They're really well polished, and like motocross. Then in we have pro racing, which is like Alpha Grand Prix, Formula 1 style. The touring cars, air races and jet boat racing. Flying in this game is it's good. I mean, like the controls and everything, but where this game lacks are like crash physics, you know. I bumped into like 20 lampposts and my McLaren has what, a cracked windscreen and a bit of a bent front splitter. Face cam, fine, give me a sec. Gotta set it up. It's probably gonna fucking fall down. I don't know. Give me a sec. Bada boom, bada bam. We got. Fucking hell, what is this zoom? Well, this is gonna go full on retard mode. Does this work better? Jesus Christ. PS4 cam quality, everyone. Worse than Android. Gotta freaking love it. So like I was saying, the street racing, where this game likes are like crash physics, you know. When you crash a plane, you can crash in like 20 trees and no damage done, literally. So yeah, I wish it was a bit polished out, but I guess there were some of like scale limitations since you got a whole map of the US here. But before we talk about all that, we'll end the topic of those families. Yeah, you got street racing, off-road, pro racing, and the final one is like freestyle, which is, you know, nutty shit like aerobatics, monster trucks, fucking walls, fucking NPCs, jet boats, and like demolition derbies and stuff like that. From that, I like the most the jet boat racing, because it's very like responsive and fast-paced. Also, you gotta like keep the trim up, like hold your left analog stick down to go to like keep your boat on its stern, so you get faster. So you basically go faster, and that adds a lot of twitchiness or thing. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, it's kind of challenging, so I like it. The skill that I like the least is, like I said, probably motocross, but it's not so much the, it's not that it's tough, but it's not polished out, and the physics look are very arcadey and stuff like that. The hardest like discipline for me would be, I took a long time to complete drag racing, but not because it's a difficult thing, it's because you literally have to like open, if you have a bad car, you basically stand no chance, because it's a straight line race. So you have to open a bunch of those like live awards that you find across the map, so you upgrade your car. Because even if you get all the perfect shifts, you're still gonna end up with like 20 millisecond delay, or whatchamacallit, on every freaking race. So yeah. But the hardest, what's the hardest one? I had a lot of like trouble completing the demolition derby. Shit, demolition derby with like demolition derby races. It was one in the like the aircraft cemetery, which is, I don't know, it's really tough because difficult to get the correct racing lines, and those cars are literally junk. So yeah, it took me a long time to get it. Also, Alpha Grand Prix, so Formula 1 is kind of a hard thing to do, because the steering, you have to think before every corner. Like here I can just, I just brake and I pull off the corner, but in Alpha Grand Prix I would have to like brake here to make the corner around, because Formula 1, you know, those cars have long wheelbases and not a big turning radius, so it takes some getting used to, especially because all the other cars handle like differently. Jesus, I'm looking at the cam quality. It's fucking shit, mate. And why is it so zoomed in? After I'm done with this race, I'll try to make it better or something. Let's do it here on the straight. It's probably gonna cut the recording, so I'll be back in a sec. Be better now. I set it on a wider zoom, so yeah, I don't know. What I was saying is this game is like very expansive. Like there's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff is repetitive, like skill events are like the same but in other locations. Like, you know, you got a skill event where you have to escape from an expanding bubble, but it's literally the same in Los Angeles and New York and some of the other counties. Fuck. So yeah, I think it could do with some diversity in the skill sets, but yeah, it's fine. As I said, it's what the fuck is this? It's probably got some technical limitations and shit. So yeah. Yeah, we're 60% in at like 21 minutes. It's a fun race, guys. It's very epic. Let's try to get the racing line here. Yes, fucking car. Ooh, that was nice. And on this one you have to brake, because believe me, I flew out of this corner more times than I can count. So I guess this is a kind of step-by-step guide on the freaking track. Oh god, Jesus. Also, how's the quality of the video? Because I've been having some internet problems like in the past. I wonder if it's fixed now. So it would be nice if I could get some feedback. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, that's another thing. Sometimes in hypercar races, I don't know if that's by intention, I almost don't believe that it is, but the GPS like cuts out. It doesn't display your route. Like you saw there, I went the wrong way and only then it displayed like, oh, you have to turn backwards, you have to go a different way. I would like to think it's by design, so you know you have some either liberty or just like basically everyone for themselves, but I think it's hardware limitation because you go so fast in game and you can't load up properly the GPS routes, and that's probably why it cuts out. I mean, Ubisoft have been making like some quality of life changes lately, so I hope they fix it. I'm sure somebody probably complained about it. Sometimes someone with more influence than me. Yeah, I really have to start making videos back again. I lost motivation because I don't know, I just didn't care to do it anymore. I put that drama on hold, you know. I stopped being bothered by little things, but sometimes you get into jinx. Yeah, I guess it's an outdated joke, but you know what I mean. You see here, I know this route, so I knew I had to go this way and choose this street, but GPS doesn't like show it. It's dumb. Yeah, like I was saying, I kind of lost interest in doing videos. This is why I do the streams, to just take some weight off, to catch a breath from a day, you know. So yeah, I realize it's like boring as fuck. Let me try to spice it up. Yeah, so where were we left off? We're at 72% on this race. As I said, we'll be going for about like probably 35 minutes or something like that, because it gets very like open road from 90 on, and like the last 10% go in like 2 minutes, or you might take more time on the other ones. So yeah. my goal kind of is to like stream for a couple of days and show you every discipline. I wanted to start like from the bottom up with street race and stuff, but I wanted to buy that Huayra, that's why I went for the hypercar race first. We'll do street race next and probably end it for today. And tomorrow I'll do like drag races and stuff. To show you, to give you the guys a full like the Crew 2 experience, because I think it's a good game, man. If you like cars like me, you know, I'm a motorhead, I'm a car guy, I'm just a dude who likes cars. You would probably good, like, if you like racing games in general, you enjoy it. Shit. And it's like in hypercar races, it's I don't know, once you get like a 4-minute lead on everybody else, you just stop bothering about those crashes. It's relaxing. I usually put some like YouTube videos on, you know, Scotty car repair, and listen to that 7 minutes. Yeah, I usually like listen to some YouTube videos when I do this race, and I get a lot of money, and I buy cars, and then I make him like Fast and Furious style. I guess I like JDM, not culture but cars, you know. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, GTR Skyline, Subaru Impreza WRX, Toyota Supra. Man, don't get me started. That actually brings me on another point. Toyota is doesn't want to be in like racing games, so there is no Supra in this game. The reason for that is because Toyota now makes like practical cars and stuff, and they probably know, they're not idiots, that if they would make a deal with like a gaming corporation to put their cars in a game, they would probably like take the old Supras, the old Priuses, you know, tuner style cars, and they wouldn't put no like modern day, I don't know, stuff they have. And they don't want to be seen like a old-fashioned company, but I don't know, I see where they are coming from, but I think some PR would make like would serve them justice, you know, because every kid who watched Fast and Furious, the original, will get absolutely wet on driving a Toyota Supra, and you can't really do it in any modern game. I think Forza 2 had it, or Need for Speed, but those are like old games by now, you know. What brings me back to old games is Porsche. We have it in this game, but 2015, I think, and back, like Porsches could only be in EA games, you know. EA for the game. Because back in like when the whatchamacallit, when like the video game craze in the 2000s, you know, the Need for Speed games and that kind of stuff took off, EA wanted to secure like Porsche, you know, because Porsche was, everybody knows Porsche and everybody would like to get a 911 in their game. So they made a deal with Porsche. They were like, Porsche didn't know anything about gaming and stuff. They just saw a massive corporation giving them a deal to like put their cars in a video game, you know. So back for them it seemed like a good idea, but that meant that only games made by EA could have Porsches till like 2005. So what other companies did is take a company called RUF, which is, they basically modify Porsches. They make they buy chassis, like pre-made chassis right of Porsche, and they make their own cars. In Germany that's like enough to call them another company all by themselves, but so you can put it in your game. So it was like, instead of a Porsche it was a RUF, but it looks pretty much the freaking same, because it is the same car, just RUF made them better, modified them. Speaking about RUF, founder of it actually started like way back. The founder used to like be a car mechanic, like a general one. When he got he was like driving his VW van, and he met a guy whose Porsche broke down. He was a mechanic, so he like took the opportunity and got the car back to his garage, like not knowing literally anything about Porsches. And insurance company that the guy who crashed the Porsche had, like, totaled it. It said the car was totaled, it's no good. And the founder, I forgot his name, but his last name was Roof. He said, hey, if this car's totaled, I'll take it, you know. Insurance said, I mean, sure, money's money, and we've totaled the car, it's no use to them. And he fell in love with that Porsche 911 and started making like modified versions of the 911s, and progressively came to a point where he bought like car chassis of Porsche, and yeah, basically where he is today. And don't get me wrong, Roof is like and stuff. So yeah, you have to give props to the guy. He made his dream come true. So before I got carried off in all the games, I was talking about JDM cars. And set. Bella. So before I got all carried away with Toyota and their legal things and Roof and Porsche, I was talking about JDM cars. So like one of the classic companies was Mazda as well. They made the legendary MX-5 Miata and others, of course, but that one stuck, you know, because of a little movie called Fast and Furious, where the bad guy drove a Mazda Miata, and smoked the mechanic. It was fun, and those are genuinely good cars. They go like 95. They go for like 2,000 euros or more. They have low gas mileage, very reliable for, because they are called, of course, Mazdas, and you know. So as I was talking about, we went from 91 to 97 in like 30 seconds, because this segment here is very fast. You already see the finish, and we'll probably go do some more fun stuff after we finish the race. Ooh, my prediction was kind of close. It's 37 minutes, probably gonna be 38. Nah, it's not gonna be 38 by the time we get there. Let's try to make top speed here. Bam. So those are basically hypercar races in a nutshell. You drive long, and yeah, and you get a bunch of upgradable stuff. So let's go get the Pagani Huayra. And see how it handles. Why do I have like old Shelbys and BMWs recommended? I don't need that shit in my life. Let's take Italy Sports, I mean Hypercars. Pagani Huayra 2012. Yeah, let's see, I like dark blue. I'm probably gonna put like a livery over it anyway, so yeah, won't get too bothered about it. This car's like interesting. It has no spoilers, but it has those flaps you see, and it has on the front when I turn, and when you brake they pop up like air brakes. Let's go see what we can do with it. This is like the entire map. It's a mini US. It's not like a one-to-one replica or anything, and a lot of stuff is skipped, but yeah, it's a good game. Have my trusty MX RX-7, sorry, you know, made like Fast and Furious. Hans' old RX-7. Let's see what we can do with visual parts. Oh, we had carbon fiber to the flaps. We had some vents, dude. What the hell? I guess I'll go with this one. Make it look like a track car. Yeah, I'm fine with dreams without. I'll see. I'll repaint it probably. What's the difference? Get the vents, put on all the vents. Rear wing. I mean, the car doesn't really need one, but we'll stick it on anyways. Yeah, we're gonna really make it look like a track car. We'll do that later. I wanna see the... Let's beef it up and see on what scale it comes. Yeah, I'll take the money boost. Get a better air filter, some better exhaust, some better suspension, better tires. Yeah, I'll take this one. I'll probably... Oh, I like the white one. Yeah, I like the white one. Let's see what liveries we have. I can't afford any of them, so... yeah. I wanna just see where on the scale it tips, you know, on my hypercar scale. It's literally the worst one. They all have the same performance level. Yeah, but it is the worst one. So yeah, I just bought a thing for like $800,000, and it's my literally the worst thing I have. Happy days. Oh, I do wonder if like the flaps on the back still come on since I... Nah, dude, I'll take the spoiler off. Because I want to see those flaps wiggle up and down. You know? Visual part, spoiler, rear wing, off. Equip the off one. I wonder if I have to yeah, I'll put it off because I want to see it move with the air, you know. It handles amazing though. Has good grip and it turns on a dime. Yeah, it's amazing. Doing it for like an hour. What the hell? We'll do a drift event. I don't know. I guess this one. Because it's got a lot of turns, it's gonna make it more interesting. RX-7. Hell yeah. Tokyo Drift.
What we got here today is a race for charity. And to call in a lot of favors to make it happen, but it had to happen.
Pač z motorjem grem pol.
Zakaj?
Ker ob 10 moram biti v šoli.
Aja? Zakaj danes?
A?
Zakaj danes?
Kaj danes?
Si šel v Oslo?
Ne, gledališko igro sem imel mi opravičeno. Vzemi njo. Let's do some Tokyo Drift, guys. I gotta get used to it again, drifting. Shit. To make a nice circle here. You hear like the Mazda rotary engine? Yeah, those rotaries were unreliable but fun as hell. You get like constant torque and the sound they make is amazing. Yeah, objective completed. To be fair, it's the easiest event of all of them, but shit, I scratched my paint. There's a bit of Tokyo Drift action. Fuck. I'm happy with the score. So yeah, those are basically drift events. Like the name suggests, you drift, and the more you drift, like the higher you... the faster you go also, and how far you go, it just affects your multiplier, and you basically have a set score limit, and you basically try to beat that score. That's it. And yeah, I think we'll gloss over here. You see, I got a, every time you like get a better icon, it's like a level, and you get a point for either if you go here on the pilot icon points for comfort, vehicle, or gameplay. It basically gives you perks that you can spend on. I have the rich, which gives you extra money. I just max it out because you get money quicker from it. Then you have the vehicle, which affects vehicle stats. I keep pumping up Muddy and Drag Bum because I'm basically in front of vehicles like 90% of the time, so it gives me that extra boost, and Muddy decreases the off-road bumps, so pump that up. Gameplay, I don't know, scoring in monster truck events, aerobatics. Yeah, I'll do perfectionist in air race. Again, we'll cover all the events in future videos, but I think that will be all for today. We're gonna end with my stats here. So thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time where we'll race cars.